So, everyone, welcome to Chapter 8 of the fledgling campaign. Currently, the three competent people, competent at the moment, because that does seem to shift rather a lot, have captured two more of the gang they were dealing with. Meanwhile, Isaac has been spending the night with the sheriff, coming up with an appropriate story and making sure that everyone is on the same page, that he can inform his rather prominent mortal family and just generally play along.
Oof, what's the role gonna be, fam?
I'm gonna need two: manipulation performance and manipulation subterfuge.
Okay, question. Would I have been able to... let's actually not. My willpower's down the drain. Let me just roll those.
Uh, yes.
So, for the performance one, what's the difficulty?
The performance is gonna be 7, subterfuge is gonna be 6, I'm gonna say.
Okay.
The performance
Here
is
goes five.
for giving like an interview to a newspaper, that kind of thing, while in the hospital but still heavily wounded, quote unquote.
For fuck's sake. 5 dice at 7. Let's go. Wait, I need a praise for the Emperor.
Okay.
Yeah, boy. And manipulation is persuasive, maybe?
Uh, Persuasive, not so much. This would be more conjurer of facts.
Okay. And now the manipulation subterfuge roll. 7 dice at 6.
Yes, this is for talking to your father and family.
Oof. For the Emperor. Persuasive. Would this apply here or still conjure effects?
Here it would apply, sure. So,
Pretty good cleanup.
yeah. You follow instructions well, you don't improvise on the script, you do as you're told, you tell the right story and you tell it well. The sheriff, other than getting everything you can remember about the hunters, is happy with you, and your family is. Well, your father is gonna send some money and he insists on you hiring a bodyguard, but other than that, you
Kind of
are.
reluctant. Kind of reluctant to take that money unless he already forcibly transferred it to my account.
I mean, he promised to stay out of your business if you take the money, otherwise, he's gonna keep bothering you and checking up on you constantly, and he knows you don't like that. So you can either hire a bodyguard or you can have him up your ass.
I, I'll think about it. I need to find a ghoul like right now.
Okay then. But eventually, after that is done, a while later, the sheriff is gonna get back to you, and she's just gonna on the phone ask you if you know about any tensions between William and Alexander, or tensions between William and people in general. Has he pissed off some of the La Sombra? What the fuck?
uh, from what I know, there's very slight tension between them, but seems to be that they're going along for the time being. From what I know. Unless I
Right.
have to roll perception empathy to really know what the fuck's going on.
Uh, Here's the thing. Alexander fucked up, and they all kind of fucked up from what I hear. But Alexander fucked up the most, and Linda is pissed with him. So if he gets out of line and is spiraling out of control, just remind him that he's already on thin ice with Linda. And that should hopefully rein him in.
Very well. May I have a bit more information on what exactly he fucked up before I
They
can...
had a shootout with the Bruja and with William in William's machine shop.
Right. Thank you for the information. I will return to them. and make sure everything
Oh,
goes smooth.
also, a lot of that was his goal, and no, keep an eye on that one. I don't know for sure, but I get the feeling that he might have picked someone slightly unstable from the reports I got.
Understood. I will keep an eye open.
Good, good. Yes, good job the other night. You did better than I expected. Well done.
Thank you. I will continue to do my best in the future.
Mm-hmm. Nobody likes a suck up. Good night.
There's probably a small, not snicker, sort of snicker grin thing that she might hear, might not. Just go.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, you were probably planning on joining the others towards the morning and checking up on them this night anyway. And just assume that you've taken the opportunity to hunt and heal as well and recover yourself. So,
Yeah. Should I roll for the hunting rule, or how much blood do I have, or should I roll a 1d10?
let's just say that well, you would have had to flush a nap along the way, so you're not gonna end up with less than you have, but roll 1d10 and you can add that much to your pool, up to your max. Okay, so you
Okay,
can
so
add
plus
6.
6.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So yeah, you're good to go. Rested, ready, all is well.
Time to get back into shape and get to the others.
Slide tells you not to get between the muscular one and the shaved one because you might get shot.
Well, after
Who's
what
the
I've
shaved
heard,
one?
good. Wait, actually, that's a good question. Who is the shaved one?
You don't know.
Ooh, I'll have to find out. But after what I've heard, what happened, good advice.
Okay. I need to roll for. Well, I think Sly had. You need to actually check on how much Sly has for the roll that determines danger sense. No, I gave him a fuck ton. Exact amount. Oh, I maxed it out. Good to know. So let's roll. He also tells you that the crazy Metal Gear bum is definitely crazy. Oh, and watch for fairies.
Okay. I probably need to give him. I'm gonna prepare, just as a side of token, unless he had some to drink. Leave some good alcohol, prepared and shot, just so he can have some whenever he feels like it.
Okay. So, you know where Keegan's machine shop is, and you have about half the night left. Do you wish to head there, or do you wish to handle other things beforehand?
Well, I mean, mostly just want to get back, so I'm going to call them up to tell them that I'm coming.
Okay. Which one of them do you call?
Who? That's a question. Who do I trust? I trust Kirk actually. Kirk was good.
You try to call Kirk's phone. The number is not reachable currently.
Okay, let's go to number 2. Let's call Bill.
Okay, Bill, your phone rings. You are in the room where you have just tied up the thugs.
I'm gonna pick up.
Hello.
No. How's it going?
Good. I finished my thing up. I'm coming to the workshop.
All right. We'll be there as soon as possible. We're taking care of a couple issues right now.
You guys need my help?
Uh, we're fine at the moment, I think. We're fine, right, guys?
You're fine.
Sure. I'll be waiting for you guys at the workshop.
Wait, He's all right to go to the shop, right?
He wasn't banned, and the ban kicks in at the end of this night anyway.
All right.
Couple
So, yeah, I'll
people
be
might
heading over
have
there.
gotten banned from Bruja territory.
I'll find that out.
Okay, so you head over there. You three, you have two tied up dudes, and you have managed to squeeze the location of apparently the surveillance equipment that was being claimed to be something else to most of the gang. How do you wish to proceed with your new prisoners?
They let us do it?
Well, you could try and convince the one that seems to know to lead you to it.
Yeah,
wait,
I'd like to do that.
I thought we did
Hmm?
convince him because Jackler was threatening to shoot him, and then he was like,
Yeah.
"No, I'm gonna take you there."
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did say that.
Well, you'll still have to compel him not to change his mind along the way. Gang members can be fickle, treacherous assholes, especially when they're high on something or have scrambled their brains with illicit substances since they were 12.
We duct taped the high one.
You can. You already have them restrained with zip ties.
No, I mean we already duct taped the high one. The only one talking is the stable one.
Okay. Do you wish to split up then? One of you or two of you going to the new place and one keeping the other prisoners, or what's the plan here? How do you proceed from here?
I think we just
We
stick a
probably shouldn't stay here, or any of us, or at least not in this part of the building. So they could send reinforcements for whatever godforsaken reason.
Let's move out then. I'm just gonna grab my guy and another one because I think we also brought the
Yeah,
first black kid.
so you're taking the high one and the insane one.
Yes.
Okay. So you're leaving the asylum and heading to the car. I think you came with one car, though. If I remember.
Are the cameras in the other place or is it still here?
No, it's definitely not in this place. That's at a different location.
All right.
So me and
Solomon.
Me and Solomon take on high one and try to get him to show us the location. I think.
Sure.
Okay. And Keegan, you're gonna take these two back to the shop?
If we only have one car, I don't. We'll have enough time to bring them there and then back.
You still have half the night left. It's not that far.
All right.
Like, you can dump them at the shop tied up and come back to pick up these guys and the stash. And you can just, take the weapons back now and then take that stuff once they recover it.
Yeah, that seems good.
Naxi,
Yeah.
give me a luck roll.
Sure.
Okay. Are heightened senses on? Are you scanning the crowd for auras when you see passers-by?
I mean, I probably should.
Okay. Give me a perception awareness at, let's call it an 8.
What do you say? What roll?
Perception awareness at 8 for Naxi, because he has Auspex.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, with a 6, you are able to pull the Doug and Kirk out of sight when you see a faint shimmering movement in the distance. And essentially what you see is a translucent, transparent, dog-like creature that seems to not fully be there, kind of sniffing around the street and then turn down one of the alleys and appear from sight. It did have a faint dark rainbow shimmer to it,
I see.
almost as if it was tracking or hunting for something. You are not that far from the area where you ran that dude down. Do you have a razor with
We
you?
should- No, I don't. I mean,
The cold iron dagger is not very sharp. Iron I mean, it takes a
I'm not
decent
gonna
hit,
say.
but
I'm not gonna shave my head.
doesn't seem to be any more troubling things in sight right now. But
Yeah,
there's things looking for you apparently, or you can assume so.
yeah, but keep it in mind.
Kirk, you saw nothing. You have no idea why he pulled you out of sight.
What's going on?
I will tell you later when we don't have unwelcome listeners.
Yeah, you do that.
Guys, you're so fucking high right.
I ignore him.
Okay, you proceed on on the spot. So there is indeed a cathedral that is badly mauled by events. Draculor, why don't you give me a luck roll? Okay. So, the dude leads you in, and it's somewhere here. Don't exactly. And I'm gonna roll his perception alertness. Or not perception, but intelligence alertness. I mean, it was somewhere over in that area. Why don't you guys give me perception investigation rolls, the both of you? Auspex heightened senses does apply.
I'll spend a willpower on this.
Yeah. Okay.
That's 4 successes on the both of us.
Okay, well, with that many successes, you do find a place where someone has carefully hidden a stash, and you also find signs. You think that this place, someone has been staying in here, in in the back where the sunlight doesn't reach.
Ooh, I need to tell the sheriff. Probably.
Essentially, it's clear that the debris on the ground has been freshly disturbed, possibly as recently as earlier tonight. What do you wish to do?
This is. We should tell the sheriff about someone having been here, sleeping. It might be nothing, but I have a feeling it's one of us.
Sure, if you want to. I mean, we're not causing any problem at least.
Do we find the? Did we find the actual?
You did. You definitely did.
Okay.
It's a laptop, a transmitter station, and a bunch of cameras and what you assume are listening devices.
Okay. So we'll have to get someone over here and get the sheriff over here anyway to pick it up.
You are
She probably
strong
has.
enough to carry the kit if you wish to take the surveillance stuff. Actually,
Yeah, but
no.
we'll be
You are not, because you only have 2 strength, but between the two of you, you could carry it. Or if the tug was helping you.
He's bound, so no.
Actually pretty muscular. Even with his if his hands are bound together in front of him, he could still help you carry it.
I mean, I guess.
Then again, if you drop this, that's a lot of valuable electronics.
Yeah,
Happens
we
to carry
should probably
stuff that isn't
call the
valuable.
found the stuff and get her to send someone over to pick it up properly.
Okay. Do you wish to immediately leave? Now that you have discovered.
No, I would prefer staying here until we confirm the stuff is gotten picked up.
Okay. Checkalor,
But
roll another luck die for me. Okay. Well. So, you call the sheriff. He tells you that, you know, that's fine. She's gonna call one of the Bruja and they're gonna come over with the car. And, you know, arrange for things to be moved. And, you know, just someone staying there is troublesome, but, you know, just keep an eye on it, be ready for trouble, and, you know, just remind them that they're supposed to meet the prince if it's someone new.
yes, sire.
Also, don't be afraid to run away if it turns out it's someone that's trying to kill
Yes, sire.
you. Okay. I assume you're trying to stay quiet. So, give me wit stealth or dex stealth, whichever is higher, to see how well you're avoiding attention.
That's with stealth.
To you, whichever is higher. For the tug, because something weird is going on here.
The Emperor protects. Oof.
Oh, nice.
Holy shit, we all rolled 3. This is amazing.
Okay.
And they're all better.
Okay then. roll her with stealth. Okay. All the crap scattered around does not disrupt certain abilities. Okay. Jackalor. You hear a sound from the back, as if pieces of wood getting moved.
I prepare my gun and tell Solomon, something's happening. Be prepared.
Sure thing.
Okay. And you see a woman step out into the doorway, holding one of those shiny semi-auto shotguns you already recovered one of. The fuck are you doing in here?
Recovering stolen equipment.
Roll initiative.
Okay.
Okay.
Bitch.
Salman, what do?
That's a good question.
Because at this moment, as far as you're concerned, Jackalor's still talking. You can't tell that she's decided to, shoot him, for example.
Wait, can I tell or can I not tell?
You can't tell, but you can. Essentially, I'm asking what you have prepared or what you're ready for as Jackalor is talking.
You could go and draw your gun. I'm pretty sure I did tell you to be on alert.
You mean my dagger, right?
Wait, you don't have a gun?
No, I can't shoot a gun.
I facepalm right now.
I mean, when he said he meant to be ready, I guess I should be ready to summon fire in case anything bad happens.
Okay. So you are ready to summon fire. Ready to summon fire on what if something bad happens?
On the enemy.
Okay.
But like not, I wouldn't attack first.
So essentially, if she makes an aggressive move, you're ready to use fire in response.
Yeah.
I'll allow it on the first turn. That makes sense now. Find her flaw. Because where the fuck was that one? Ancient faith. Why would it not be under supernatural flaws? Why are you like this? Jesus Christ. Okay, it's under physical. I think. Okay, good. So that remains the same as for other vampires. Good. Well. Okay. So you're doing that. You're gonna use magic. Buff stamina by 1. And shoot you twice with the shotgun.
She's shooting Solomon?
Yep, because he's ready for fire.
Ah.
You have the same shotgun, Jack. Don't forget.
Yes, I have the same shotgun. I'm aware.
Did you bring it with you? Or are you just using your magnum?
Yeah.
Actually. How would she go about that then? She's gonna drop the shotgun and step behind the wall. Obfuscate again.
I'm going to walk into point blank and shoot her in the face.
Okay. That is acceptable. She aborts into just dodging, as opposed to, you know, all of that. So go ahead and make your roll.
I miss.
And yep, she dodges. Solomon, apparently Kirk has decided that yeah, it's going on. They've definitely started fighting.
God,
could have
that's
talked
not
after.
good. We should have talked.
She dropped the gun. That was perfect time.
She aborted out of that. So the gun would still be with her. Dracula was moving
No.
forward to attack her. Before she started doing that, she was able to abort out of it. Solomon, what do?
No, that wasn't. That's not how I wanted it to go. uh,
Set her on fire. I believe in you.
but what if she's Camarilla?
She's not gonna be Camarilla. Otherwise, she wouldn't have attacked us, right?
She didn't, though.
She was trying to shoot. She was gonna shoot.
She was gonna drop
So-
her gun and step away.
Oh, I must have. Oh,
Yeah. I mean, she was gonna shoot him after she obfuscated from stealth, but...
Okay. Um. This is kind of
murder her.
nonsense.
If she's in torpor, the prince can wake her.
But
You assume.
that's not a good thing.
Yes, I assume.
Solomon, what do?
I mean, how do we know how long the Truha is going to take before he comes here?
You don't know. Cheryl just said that she would arrange it. So, tonight is the best you have, effectively. The fire's like a candle's flame, Keegan. He can't summon big fires yet.
Yeah. God, I mean, I'm like, what is my humanity again? I'm like humanity 4. Would I really consider de-escalation an option?
You would. You just, you know. It's kind of you're more willing to cross lines if it's practical, but it doesn't mean you automatically are an asshole. It just means that you are less likely to let things like hurting people or conscience stop you, I would say.
I mean, I'm going to shout something about that. God. Like that we shouldn't fight and that we should talk, even if we're all a little tense.
Okay. You just tried to buff stamina to 5 this time. And shoot you twice in the face. Jackalore. Jackalore, what do?
I'm going to buff my dex by 1 and shoot her in the face.
Okay.
Twice.
Okay. So, make your first attack roll. Okay, that's a hit. So 9 dice of damage. Soaks do. It's willpower, I think, to ignore wound penalties, because this is gonna go all the way. We know it is. Succeeds at hitting you. Soak. Okay. You take 4. Jackalor, are you gonna spend willpower to ignore wound penalties for the second shot?
Yes. I'm going to
Okay.
spend willpower to this.
Then you may proceed to do just that.
Messiah, smite my foes. Fuck, he doesn't want it. Clearly she's Camarilla.
Okay. The second shot misses, luckily for you. Solomon, while they are shooting at each other, shotguns blasting, you're just shouting about the escalation.
I guess I was foolish.
Solomon, what do?
Can I get into cover and summon fire on her?
Allow it, there's plenty of cover here. But,
Oh, and I will also buff stamina by 1.
you can't, because Thaumaturgy
Oh,
takes a
right.
blood point.
Thaumaturgy takes a blood point, yeah, I forgot.
Just given that this is a cathedral and you were spread out for the best hiding spots, I would say that you're gonna need 2 success to place it accurately on her. Otherwise, it's gonna scatter, and you're gonna have to roll luck die to see if you hit Jackalor, because he's pretty close.
Okay.
What is she gonna do? Well, this is becoming rather problematic. But she has you hurt, Jackalor. Gonna shoot you 2 more times. And buff stamina to 6. So, what do?
I'm going to buff my dex by 1, spend willpower to ignore wound penalties, and shoot her in the head.
Just once?
Yes.
Okay.
Messiah, smite my foes.
Okay, roll for damage.
For the Omniscience. Bitch. Seems she soaks that all of that.
Funny you should say that, because it does seem like she soaks some of it. 4 point for this, save the rest for diabolizing you. Misses the first shot. Solomon, you move into cover. Roll for Thaumaturgy.
Yep, I'm just doing that right now. Take off 1 blood point.
Okay, you place it accurately. She takes a point of aggravated and has to start rolling courage. Still gonna be around long enough to kill Jackalor. Yep, she succeeds. So, a hit. Right. No, this is just the first hit anyway, isn't it?
This is the second hit.
No, second.
Ah, she missed
failed the
one.
first.
Okay,
Yes, she
good,
was
good,
gone.
good, good. Wouldn't want you to die too quickly or too easily, Jackalor.
Oh fuck.
I'm in
She's-
torpor. I can't suck that.
Okay.
Try soaking anyways.
Solomon, you see her ventilate Kirk's brains.
How hurt does she look?
Pretty damn fucking hurt.
I'm gonna summon fire on her again.
You don't have to. You can, due to the changes we made, keep feeding the fire you put on her reflexively. So you can take a
Oh,
normal
then-
action.
So wait, what's that? How does it work? Do I like spend a blood point and it's automatic?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to do that then, and with my normal action, I'm going to try and dodge, I guess.
Dodge?
Yeah, dodge.
Okay. Let's roll her intelligence occult. Knows. Okay. Okay. The way this will work out is she doesn't end up taking that point of ag and you don't end up spending that point of blood because before that happens, she moves out of line of sight and that breaks the connection.
It's bad.
You hear the gun clatter to the floor. She is somewhere around here. You don't know where.
Fuck.
You can see Kirk's body on. How do you wish to proceed?
Uh, fuck, this is so bad. I mean, first of all, the most important thing is probably that I should buff stamina.
Okay. You have at least 4 or 5 turns, so if you wish to spend blood, you may do so.
I only have 5 blood left.
Okay. It's up to you. She's not that. She doesn't have that much either. I mean, you do have a Tug right there, and you don't need him anymore. I'm just saying.
Just eat the fool.
Yeah,
You'll
I'm
be
gonna
fine.
rip into the fuck while buffing stamina.
Okay.
How high can I buff? Like how
Up
many
to
rounds do
6.
I have?
Um,
How much blood do I get?
well, the full 10. You have at least the turns it takes for her to heal Jackalor's shot. Because she's not gonna re-engage until that's done. Solomon, is Ospec still on?
I mean, it would be wise.
Give me a perception alertness roll at 6 then.
The Emperor protects.
Okay, Jackalor, how much blood do you have in your system? Just out of curiosity.
4 blood points.
Okay. You hear a scraping sound. You glance up. There's a hand reaching around the corner, slowly pulling at Kirk's leg towards the doorway.
I try to get in line of sight and cast fire.
You have a line of sight on her arm. You don't have line of sight on the rest of her.
Yeah, I want to get better line of sight and cast fire. If I
Okay.
can.
You would have to move essentially into the doorway. It looks like she's pressed against the wall and sort of pulling him in without exposing herself fully.
I mean, it's fine if I can just, but like, if I don't get into the doorway, how hard is it to? How many successes do I need to place it accurately?
You would still need like 2. Every success allows you to place it about 10 yards out accurately.
Okay,
So,
and I will try to burn her.
okay. Then roll for it then. You just hear a son of a as she yanks her hand back as flames erupt on it. Yep, one more ag. Listen, you fucker! How about you just sod off and just fucking leave?
Well, that sounds like a decent enough idea.
Okay.
God, how do I get all this stuff out, though?
Yeah, that's the question, isn't it?
I'll be coming back pretty soon, and the Bruja will be coming at some point.
At some point, yes.
You could give me a text, I'll drive faster.
I mean, I could also send the sheriff a text.
Do you wish to text one of your allies, Naxi? I'll let you try and do that.
I mean, how hard is it gonna be?
I'll just let you do it as your action for that turn, effectively.
Okay.
Okay. As you press send, you realize, wait a second. You didn't say anything after you said it was a good idea as you were texting. What do you wish to do? Also, Keegan. Why don't you give us a luck roll to see how close you are to getting back? Okay, you're not that far. You haven't heard the gunfire yet, but if there's more shots fired, you're probably close enough to hear it. Think you're like parked a little ways away, ready to pick them up when they message you or come out.
Alright.
So hopefully you can save them from a total wipe if things do go horribly for Nyaxi.
I mean, I want to ask a question, actually.
Yes?
These stealth attacks, do I get a danger sense roll?
Your life is currently in deadly danger. You don't need Auspex to tell that.
God damn it. This is not good. This is not good at all.
I'm gonna send a text. I'm here. Where are you guys at?
Hey, who did you text, Nyaxi? Bill or the sheriff?
How many people can I send a text to at the same time?
You can send it either to one person or to the party group chat. Fiddling with the send to would probably require more time.
Yeah, sure, I send it to a group chat, but include that the sheriff probably should be, or that they should call the sheriff.
Okay, so what do you send? Someone is attacking us, please send help?
Yes.
Okay. Egan, as you're pulling out your phone, to send a message to someone. You see that message. Someone is attacking us. Please help.
I know where the thug said they were gonna be, so
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
are
start
like
running.
parked down the street from the ruined cathedral.
I'm gonna start running there, and I'm gonna. Is this? Are we in Bruja territory, or are we near it?
You are outside it. You're on the outskirts where no specific land necessarily claims domain.
I start running towards the building, and then I'm gonna send a text to the sheriff.
Okay. Okay.
Since, yeah.
That's. I'll let you just forward it if you wish, and add the
Yeah.
location. I'll allow you to just, we're being attacked at blah blah blah. But it's gonna take you probably 2 turns to run into the cathedral, since you have to on the first turn also send the message, so you're not really running flat out, you're jogging more like. So Nyaxi, after you realize that she's gone quiet and that you might be on your own here, what do you do next?
I'm going to loudly state that reinforcements are on the way, and she should better fuck off.
Okay. That is perfectly reasonable.
Also, I want to buff dexterity by 1.
That is wrong, actually. Actually, so she hasn't heard what you're saying. So yeah, she wouldn't. She would just... Ah, crap, that's wrong again, because wound penalties. She wouldn't spend willpower on this. Fuck's sake. Okay. So, Nyaxi, as you're saying that, you suddenly realize that, oh wait, she's right there, with a 9mm pointed at your face.
So I soak.
Not yet. This is the damage roll. Keegan, you just heard a shot as you press send.
And celerity to run faster.
Okay. Then I'm gonna need you to add yourself to the initiative. So, drag you out properly this time. Okay, so on this next round, you are gonna be able to act with your celerity action. The main action is gonna go on getting in through the door. Okay, who has a better bonus? 6. What the... Damn it, Keegan.
I dragged mine out.
And then you deleted it.
Yes, I did not know how that I didn't know that that's how that works.
It's that token. Her bonus is better than yours, so she goes before you. Okay.
So was that the damage roll?
Yes. That was
So
the
now I get to
damage roll.
soak.
Yep. All of 1.
And I see her now, so I can cast fire again.
You can.
With a malicious grin on my face.
She's gonna dread gaze you. And Keegan, what are you doing with your celerity action once you get in there? You don't know who's attacking him, you don't know what. Are you just gonna throw yourself in there? Are you gonna attack? Are you gonna... What is the plan?
I probably had my gun drawn, and I'm gonna run in there and see what's going on.
You know,
Shoot
I would
whoever.
say that given that you had your phone out and were texting, that you would have to spend clarity action in that case on getting your weapons out.
Okay, I would tackle whoever I saw.
Okay.
Time to use my strength, bitch.
Okay, so you rush into the doorway, and she is dread-gazing Solomon. Solomon, what is your wits plus courage?
6, I think. Yeah, 6.
Okay, so she needs 3 successes on this to send you running. Yes!
Aren't there like rules for resisting presence?
Yes, you have to spend a willpower point. And actually, what is your generation? Oh yeah, you don't have 3 or
12.
more gap. So you would have to roll at 8 to resist her.
What at 8?
Willpower at 8 after spending a willpower point.
Sure, I will try it.
Okay.
The Emperor of Attacks. Fuck.
Okay. So, William, you rush into the doorway and Solomon is rushing past you and you see this bitch just snarling in his general direction. And you rush in.
Yes.
Give me a strength brawl roll for the clinch.
I'm gonna be using potence.
Okay.
Wait, I already used celerity. I can't use
Yeah,
potence or.
you can't. You can't. You don't have the generation.
All right, I'll just have the extra dice then.
Be right back.
Isaac, meanwhile, you're waiting in the machine shop.
Yep.
Well, wouldn't he have sent the group text that we're in
Oh
trouble?
yes, you are waiting in the machine shop and you see the group text that says that you're being attacked.
Deja vu. I've been in this place before. Does it state the location? Unlike.
I don't think this first one does, because Keegan knows.
Well,
I
So,
sent it
Keegan
to
and the
the friends.
sheriff now.
so Keegan, give me a strength roll plus potence to see how much bashing you do.
Plus potence?
Yes, potence adds to the pool here.
Oh, okay, right, I forgot.
Okay, this should be eminently soakable. And no! It's a point of bashing. Well, this devolved quickly.
Quit resisting.
Respect my authority. You could just hold her if you wish, but okay. Keegan, do you wish to spend more willpower and keep trying to resist? Or not Keegan, Nyaxi.
Then I get another roll, right?
Yes, yes.
I only have so much willpower, but it's kind of important. I don't want things to go badly for Kirk and BJ. So sure, let's try it again.
I was thinking about spending her blood points, but she can.
There we go.
Yeah, baby.
Okay. So, you stop running just outside. What are you planning to do on this round?
I rush back in.
Okay, given the distances, I could say that you could make it to the doorway and try to flame her from there.
Okay.
William, what do?
I'm just gonna hold her.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell her the best idea is to stop resisting and you'll live.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend potence to hold her in place.
Okay. She is gonna. She doesn't know about Solomon about flame her, so she's just gonna say, "Yes, yes, fuck, I surrender. Fuck."
Can I yell, I got it, to
Um,
Solomon?
well, you're yelling for her to surrender when Solomon rushes in. You can tell him on the next turn. Solomon,
No.
I mean, don't I hear her saying something?
you do. Give me perception alertness because they're speaking over each other.
What's the difficulty?
I think this is like. Auspex is presumably still running, so. Let's call it a 5. Because it would help a little, but not fully. Something about surrendering, and they're both talking about surrendering. You can abort out of the flaming her part if you wish.
Yeah, then I will abort out of that.
Okay. Maxie,
And in
do you have
yeah.
a conviction that would justify having killed that thug?
Let's see. I mean, I technically was taking vengeance for Kirk.
I'll reduce
Seems
difficulty on the conscience roll for you, I guess. Because it wasn't done in the direct service of vengeance so much as tangentially. So let's call the conscience roll at 6. That seem fair?
Sure. Can I spend a point of willpower, Kappa?
Oof.
Yeah, you feel kind of bad. I mean, he was trash, but you know. Eh?
Yeah,
So-
it was sad.
So now you have a restrained vampire of unknown origins and allegiance, a torpid Kirk, and a dead thug.
I'm going to text an update to the sheriff.
Okay, what do you say?
William came. Kirk is torpid. The unknown vampire is in custody.
Okay.
I'm gonna put her in a tight hold with her face against the ground. I'm gonna look at Solomon. I'm gonna say what happened.
Let's
Just-
wait for the sheriff.
Get the fuck out of my domain, you assholes!
I'm gonna shove her face into the ground and I'm gonna tell her, stop talking. We'll figure things out. If you want to not get hurt, I recommend you shut up.
Okay, you grind her face into the ground.
Just a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Her face is now ground into the ground.
Don't be too impolite, technically. I mean,
I mean,
it was a tense
technically,
situation. That it escalated wasn't a good thing.
I'm not hurting her. I'm just, getting her face dirty.
Whatever.
Okay. Emmy,
Yup.
you're gonna get a knock on the door actually in the machine shop.
No.
Is it a solid door? Or does it have a peephole?
It's probably one of the big doors for bringing the cars in, so it's just like this metallic, like sheet metal door.
Right.
Isaac, you in there?
Whose voice is that? Do I recognize it?
It sounds like the sheriff.
I'll open it.
Okay, good, you are here. Figured you might be. Don't know if you know, your group ran into a trouble. There's a shotgun for you in the back.
Yeah, they didn't send me where though. Just like that. But yeah, do you know where?
Yeah, I know. Come on.
I'm gonna go get the shotgun.
Like, 2 vampires in the back, or in there already. So, you have a room in the back. Sit next to the bum.
Let me just drag myself out then.
So, yeah, apparently they found a rando on the outskirts, squatting in one of the places they were checking out. There was a fight
Oh.
of some kind. We're gonna go and check it out. I brought some muscle just in case.
I'm interested in this now too.
Fun, isn't it? Ah,
With a smile.
have you been practicing your shadow crafting by any chance?
Not that much. I've found various uses in the Dominate, I believe it was called.
Well, it is a good alternative for when you want to rip someone's face off and aren't. She looks down to herself. Built like a tank yourself.
Besides, what can the path of that lead me towards? What can I do with it fully?
You know what? I was gonna tell Kirk anyway. At some point, if he was interested, make sure you're involved when I run it down for you.
Thank you.
Okay. Keegan, 5 minutes of holding her later.
Oof.
Could I please get up? There's something digging in my boobs.
I'm just gonna hold her there, not say anything.
Solomon, what are you doing as you're waiting for reinforcements?
Drag Kirk somewhere safe.
You're tracking Kirk, like, so he sits against one of the pillars or something.
Okay. Anything else? She presumably does have a stash in the back now that you think about it. You did not see the shotgun when you glanced in there before.
Sure, but I don't want to leave her out of my eyes.
Okay. So you don't check it out yet?
Not yet.
I have her in a good spot.
You probably have a good 15 minutes before the sheriff gets here, even with her moving at speed. Possibly longer.
I thought you said it was close to my shop.
It is, but it took her a while to arrive there. She had to pick up 2 others along the way, send some messages, organize the whole thing. So it does take a few minutes. It's not too far, but it is a little ways as well. Mostly you were able to get there so quickly because they were walking while you were driving both ways.
Mm.
That's, also something to consider. So, Solomon, you just gonna wait? Or are you gonna take advantage of the opportunity?
The opportunity to look at the stash.
Hmm. Who knows what might be there? Also, you could light her legs on fire. That's also an option. You could eat Kirk. That's also an option.
Do we know how to do that yet?
No.
I need to ask my sire why I can only use one of my powers at one time, and if he has the same issue. Check.
Yep.
I mean, I guess I can take a quick look, but
Okay.
not-
So you're just taking a quick glance, essentially.
Yeah.
Well, it does look like effectively. It looks like she was sleeping on top of it, so there was like a little nest there that has been kind of tossed aside. Like a old blanket laid out on the floor, and underneath that, just a floorboard or two pulled up. Give me a perception investigation at 6. This is taking Auspex being on into account. Okay, you check through it. Looks like there's weapons. A lot of weapons, actually. Looks like one of the footlockers, which you already recovered some of. And this one seems mostly full, though it seems like the stuff in there has just been tossed in. She probably had more. There's stacks of cash. Looks like she has been definitely selling that stuff. And other than that, there's a second chest. And in there, you recognize the packaging. You've seen it within use in the chantry. This is the way the local Tremere packaged their ritual supplies.
Oh, so she got her hands on that stuff, huh?
Does seem like it. Does make you wonder why, though. Or how. Because she probably isn't meant to have it.
Yeah, I mean, I should maybe send a summary to the region just to let them know that this is a thing.
I don't think you have any specialty, right? So it's just one.
Yeah, I think. Wait, let me check. No, I don't have.
Yeah. So effectively, you would be able to recognize that this looks like she has raided some stashes or gotten them from someone else.
Yeah, okay. I mean, for now, I'm going to return back to the others.
Okay. Okay, so now she's gonna send in the bum ahead of you, Demi, and is gonna step around out of sight behind a car or something and obfuscate in. Actually, give me a perception awareness at 7.
Sure, wait, it's like 5 dice, I think, yeah. Rip.
Yep, you don't see him.
Oh no, he's gonna attack.
He comes back outside and he deobfuscates halfway down the overgrown path to the front door, just waves and says, "It's fine, they're in control of things." And you are free to head in, Demi, along with the rest.
And I will do so.
Hey, guys. You see figures start to appear in the door, and 2 of them move deeper in to cover the other entrances, and then it's Isaac and the sheriff coming in.
I want to point out that she had stuff from the stashes stashed under the floorboards in the back room.
Oh. The plot thickens, doesn't it?
It's so it seems.
Okay then. Prods Kirk ever so slightly. Well, damn it, that's a mess. What happened with him?
She shot him, and he was in torpor really fast. It only took seconds.
God damn it, I really don't want. You know, doesn't matter. We can arrange something. I'll see what about that. Are any of you good at investigating sites other than Kirk?
Out of character, would I qualify as good? Probably not.
Probably better than nothing.
I mean, I can kind of do it if Auspex helps.
Do you have investigation?
Yeah, I have 2 dots.
Okay, good. Okay. Actually, she might know. Isaac,
Yes.
pour some blood down Kirk's throat. You have had a chance to recover, right? It's probably
I
gonna
have.
take quite a bit. So,
Very well.
see if you can
Um,
wake him. Like, don't risk going hungry or anything, but see if you can wake him. It sometimes works when there's a difference in generations.
Right. And I'm going to then pour down some blood.
How
So I'm
much?
new to this. I think I'd start with 1 and see if how much.
How much would
And
you
I
go before you stop yourself?
Probably 3.
3 wouldn't be enough. It's enough to make him stir, but he wouldn't awake. He would start, just twitch in his sleep.
Put 1 more then. Does that
Oh, that's a
help?
good sign.
Not
Could you
enough.
defibrillate him?
It
1 more.
That is enough. Draculor, you may add 4 blood points to your system. You are very young, Demi.
It's not-
It takes a fuck ton, even if you have the gap.
Okay. Oh wait, did it take 1 friend just to wake up then?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It took 5 total to shock him into being awake. Because while you are closer to Kane, you are very, very young.
Yeah.
I start awake and look around.
Ah, good. You're
yeah.
awake. Looks like your sire is there standing in the doorway.
Oh, hello, sire.
How about we how to put this try not to get shot anymore. I'm starting to think you might be a bit too eager in some ways. Just turn it down to like a 7 from the 9 you're at.
I will, sire.
Come on, heal up. I need you to take a look at this stash. Goes in.
If she's going over there and she's alone, I'm going to go with the sheriff first. I'm just approaching the prisoner.
Mm-hmm.
Isaac.
Hi, Bill. And hello, Miss.
Fuck you.
I tighten my.
Okay.
I put her hand up more her back so it hurts more.
Oh.
Right. Well,
Come on, you fucking wimp. That's all you got?
And I do it harder.
Oh, yes, right there, baby. That's the spot. She's trying to
I just smirk.
She's trying to make it uncomfortable for you.
Right. Well, Miss, fuck you. Well, we seem to be in a predicament, You seem to have shot my friend. Could you explain why?
He was in my fucking domain! He tried to shoot me!
Mm-hmm. Right. And Miss Fuck You, just to make sure then, is this 100%
Please, please, we are
proven?
friends. Just fuck will do.
I'm sorry, Miss Fuck You. I like to be polite.
I roll my eyes.
Jackalor, a perception investigation roll.
Yeah, just a second.
Mm-hmm. Trying to figure out how far you want to heal.
The hunger threshold for 7.
Yes, 7 minus self-control, or 3 in my case.
Yeah, in all of our. Oh well, in yours and mine.
Okay. You go through it, and you just do it like a forensic approach where you're just taking out individual pieces, setting them aside, taking few pictures of how things were laid out, make sure you're not missing anything. And she comes out with what looks like a half-burnt diary of some kind, bound in leather. This is curious. She opens it, starts flipping through some of the pages. I'm gonna make a perception occult roll for that. Solomon, you still out there?
Yes, of course.
Come in here for a second. Need you to look at
Very well.
something.
I go.
They have
Heat
laid
at
out the contents of the stash, and there's a fair bit of guns, cash, and, well, the ritual supplies haven't really been. They're still in their original packaging for the most part. Looks like that was harder for her to sell. And she's holding out a half-burnt journal of some kind bound in leather to you. See what you can make of this.
Okay, I'll take a look at it.
Give me a perception occult at 8.
Does that take in aspects into account?
This is more about figuring it out, and she has more aspects than him anyway. So,
I'm gonna spend a point of willpower.
okay.
4 successes.
Okay. It's partial, but it looks like it details someone's experiments in summoning demons.
Ooh.
I'll relate information to her.
Okay then. That's news. She starts to struggle on the floor, trying to escape Keegan.
Okay, I'm just gonna hold you there.
Do we hear that?
Yeah, they're not being, I assume, particularly quiet. Well, that's rude even for Sabat, fuck. Desperately trying to claw her way out of there.
Mind explaining, Miss Fuck You?
She tries to hiss at you, but Keegan is holding her face against the ground, so it doesn't really help.
You know, it makes both of our lives and everybody's here much easier when you actually start talking. It's not like you have anywhere better to go, really. So start talking.
Isaac, don't bother. She knows she's dead already.
Fine.
Well, children, I have to say, you are some lucky sons of bitches, aren't you? No, really, I mean it.
Whew.
Just doing my job.
You know, I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. Well, how about you take the stuff that's Okay, how about this? She picks up a piece of wood and tosses it to William. Take her, take the stuff, take her, transport her back to. I'm actually gonna give you a location, and I'm gonna go over this site, see if there's anything we've missed. And you did good.
Very well done, I say, and give a little bow.
Yeah, I would appreciate it if you didn't try to steal anything from the stash. I think the arrangement the prince had in mind was that you would get a cut of whatever you managed to recover. So, just. We'll handle that in a civilized way. You don't need to skim.
I just look at the shotgun, Kirkhead.
You can
Want
get
that
one
back
of the
now or
gun.
later?
You can get one of the guns. We'll let you take your pick. Don't worry, we're not gonna screw you. But we'll arrange it later once we have full inventory. How about that?
Okay.
Understandable.
Most generous, sire.
Okay.
Okay, who's taking the bitch?
You can just stake her for free. She has like 1 strength and no brawl. You have no problem restraining her and staking her.
I'm just flip her around, smile, and then stab it right in her heart.
Okay, Egan, as you flip her
Yes.
around, she tries to dread gaze you.
Oof.
What's your wit's courage?
What's his 2 courages for?
Okay.
7.
Okay.
Wait, that's 6, right? Yeah.
Okay. Well, in that case, there's a brief scuffle as William has to recoil from her and try to, at the very least, get out of line of sight, but she is quickly subdued and staked.
Oof.
Yeah. I was gonna dominate the bitch.
Okay.
I didn't know that
So
because
sure.
I only saw William.
That is perfectly fine. Demi, you can certainly step in and dominate her. You help subdue her. But there's enough vampires here that she doesn't stand a chance.
Makes life easier.
Okay, congratulations.
I'm just gonna.
You've gotten a 14th Bali killed.
Oof.
Oof.
Kick slightly.
14 gen. Wow, that's kind of scrub tier.
Oh.
And
wow.
yet she nearly fucked your whole plan up.
If I knew that, I would have.
Yeah,
tried to
she
double
getting
that,
shot in the head hurts. Turns out, I really wasn't sure on my, on her willpower and my abilities to dominate. So I tried to go for the quick way.
Yeah, you assumed.
I mean, I'm pretty high, so yeah.
So you bundle her into the back, bundle the guns, bundle the cash, bundle the ritual supplies. You have to place some at your feet. It's a lot of stuff to pile into one car. But you're able to...
While we're doing this, I just wanted to ask Kirk something. So was this only just one of the stashes? Or is this the only
She
stash?
probably had found another stash on her own, but but this was part of the other stash that we were looking for.
Right, just asking, because if she had this stash, just presuming mostly that maybe she's connected or there's others connected to the other stashes. So we might want to be just a bit more careful.
I mean, I doubt she had dominates, so I don't think she manipulated the thugs into getting the stuff over here.
Fair. Mostly just a precaution. Let's get this things in anyways.
Hmm. When you looked over it, the place did look pretty abandoned to you and Solomon. That's why her presence stood out. So it at a guess, because you both had like 4 successes, she probably moved in after the thugs just placed the surveillance crap here and they just didn't happen to come upon her while she was squatting here. And she just didn't notice that particular stash.
Good that you didn't take, like, do everything in your power to unlock the secrets of the
Okay. Well, where are you? Assume you're just taking her to a drop-off. You're
Probably.
effectively gonna have the opportunity to, not too far from the Lyceum you were based out of, just hand it over to some ghouls of the Essentials. And they're gonna ensure that she's properly taken care of. Heh heh heh.
Demons, huh?
Don't worry
Weird.
about it.
What's that about?
Yeah, just don't worry about it. It's not a good topic. You're better off not knowing about them.
Understandable.
Fair
Meanwhile,
enough.
Alexander, last we saw, you were heading out of Bruja territory in a huff. What have you been doing since then?
I thought he went to his
Yeah,
house.
no, I
and-
tortured a dude last time.
Ah, yes, that's what you did.
I tortured the shit out of that guy.
So, you see a bunch of messages on your phone, and in your dreamlike state, it's starting to look like radio chatter from your unit in Bosnia.
Oh no.
We're being attacked, we're under heavy fire, send reinforcements! We can't hold out much longer! Where are those reinforcements? Where's our artillery?
Oh.
We sent the all clear.
The enemy is in retreat! Press the attack!
how far gone is Alexander from that guy being full of horse tranquilizer and stuff?
You're kind of drifting in and out. It's like at one point you realize that, hey, this is just an SMS and, oh, I should like maybe get in contact with them. At another, it's like, whoa, this war is whack, I'm really losing it. And at another, you think that you might be like high on morphine because you're clearly in the, military hospital. So if scenarios keep changing through your mind.
Like any thinks that thinks that he doesn't know what the fuck's going on. He's just not gonna reply so he doesn't have to go to a psych ward.
Okay.
His spooks aren't fun, and he's just gonna fuck. There's no way to. So I was in the basement last time.
Yep.
Has it been a day or is it the same day still?
It's the same
Same
day.
night.
You are gonna snap out of your drug-fueled craze come the next night because it only lasts for 10 hours minus stamina, I think.
I'm going to stumble. Yeah, no, it would be the next day. By then, it'd be 6 hours. Well, I'm in no condition to try to go anywhere. And if I am in a military hospital with a bunch of military people around, they'll beat me if I try to run from the bed. So I am just going to stay in my same location and try to fight through the drug haze at this point.
Okay. So, Allied, when you wake the next night, you see that you're on the floor, you're able to think clearly again, and take down a blood point, by the way, for...
I did.
Yeah. Baking. Some of the mess has been placed into plastic bags, and there's an IV running into your undead flesh for whatever reason with fluids.
Herbert's a good kid.
I'm gonna give Herbert a head pat later. I'm gonna. I wonder how many hours he spent trying to get that into my dead fucking veins.
It took a while, but not as long as you think. He rolled well.
Oh yeah, no, he's definitely getting a head pat. He was a good kid. He was a good soldier. He'll become general yet of my growing army. I'm going to remove it carefully. I have no dots of medicine. Does that mean I just kind of rip it out?
Yeah, pretty much. You don't take any damage. It's just a
Okay.
fucking IV. So
Oh, that hurt. I'm gonna stand up and stretch, and then I'm gonna look at my phone that I probably like hit halfway across the room at some point of the night.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna pay. I'm gonna look back through the messages and see what the fuck was why it was blown up.
Allied, roll a luck die.
Uh-oh.
Okay. You remember starting to throw your phone in a rage that your brothers are dying without you, and then for a brief moment of clarity you pulled the throw so it didn't shatter against one of the walls.
Oh, well, that's good. I am
And
not allowed. I'm not allowed to do drugs anymore.
yep, and it does look like they ran into some trouble. Something about being in trouble, the sheriff must know, send help, and I think that's probably the... Well, let's see. It's pretty close to the morning by the time you do the handoff, so effectively at that point you pretty much have to split up, because... I mean, you have a bit of time, but it's enough to, settle in for the day properly kind of thing.
Okay, I mean, I can still text all clear.
Okay. So, there's a couple of hour gap between everything going to shit and the all clear. Looks like they had a bunch of fun without you.
I need to hunt before the next night.
There's just one issue though, Draco. I think I'd have to point out.
Yeah?
How many hours of a gap there are?
Given that they were going through the stuff in detail, and they were waiting for the sheriff arrive, like an hour and a half at least. Maybe 2.
Oh, okay. It's not too sketchy then.
I mean, you can
It's
always
just-
call.
Just sort of sketchy.
Yeah, as far as the rest of you, in terms of hunting, you all have time for one hunting roll before morning comes. And, settling in, etc. after you do the handoff. So you can do that.
Yeah, I kind of need that.
Yes, second.
So do I. So we're all hunting together, I assume?
If you're
actually, I
hunting
don't-
in more than bears, I would say that you're gonna get positives for being able to teamwork, but at the same time you're gonna take penalties in some way for just, too many people hunting in the same area at the same time, just getting in each other's way as well. Because there are only so many people.
I'm gonna hunt
We
by
could
myself.
do it. Yeah, I can
That's
hunt
okay,
with
yes.
some.
I need blood, no sharing.
But yeah,
only
I
need a
guess
little.
Solomon want to use manipulation, intimidation.
No, I would rather roll something else.
Okay.
Manipulation, expression, charisma
Sure, that's
expression.
fine. Manipulation, this is both fine, yes.
Keegan, I will allow
Yes.
you to use, let's say, strength brawl. You can find a place that you can provoke someone into a fight they weren't really prepared for. You know the kind of people and the kind of places, and there's plenty like those in Bruja territory anyway.
What difficulty?
The base would be 8. So, unless you have something that will decrease it, I would say an 8.
Could I use presence? Oh no, I would have to use spend blood.
You could,
just-
because you wouldn't be hungry yet if you use presence once.
Oh, okay, I can do that.
You can go down to 4 without being hungry with your self-control rating. Once
Yes,
you hit 3,
so-
you're hungry.
So,
Presence
it's
is
difficulty
charisma.
7?
Yeah, charisma performance at 7. Each will decrease your difficulty on the hunt by 1. Okay, so roll your strength roll at 6. Okay, so that's
8 points.
no, that's I'm gonna say it's 3 people. I'm gonna say that strikes applies because you're essentially picking fights and getting people to come
Okay.
out back with you.
Okay, that's good. That's fine, I'm good.
So yeah, that's 3. How much do you take from each?
2 each.
Okay, next. Jackal or Naxi, you wanted to team hunt?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, how do you go about it?
I'd prefer manipulation expression.
I can go with that.
Have you met my friend? Do you know what he's like when he shaves his head?
Exactly.
Okay, Jackalor. At a 6, Nyaxi at a 5, cause aura reading definitely does help as does heightened senses for. Okay. Metric fuck ton of people. Do you have specialties that apply?
I have conversation.
Applies?
Yes. And conversation.
Jeez.
Yes. Sounds good. Well done.
Should've went with you guys.
So it's 4 people each.
I only need 3 plots, so yeah, that's more than enough.
I think both of you can effectively go to full.
Yeah,
That's 4
I'm
people.
literally full.
That's 8 people, so 16 blood points that you can take safely. Naxi needs 3, so you can also heal as well.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
With that.
I forgot about that. I'm gonna need some blood too. Fuck you, Jackalor.
So, Isaac.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could feed you blood. Uh,
But I have learned my lesson. I will ask actually. I think Kirk's the closest still to me in terms of how I hunt. So I'm gonna try and buddy with Kirk if you want to help me hunt as well.
You won't have the time. You have time for one hunt before you have to worry about getting back home and settling in for the day.
Fair enough.
And
I'll just
yeah.
I'll just
You
be
could take a knife.
close to the group, I suppose, if we're hunting in area. So I do usually manipulation expression, I think.
Go right ahead. Your dominate helps with this, so difficulty 6.
Okay.
And persuasive definitely does apply in case you get 10s. Okay,
There we
so
go.
3 people. How much from each?
2 from each.
Okay, excellent.
So that's 6.
Yep. Okay. So, you hunt, and I assume you just make some sort of vague agreement to meet up and talk over what to do the next night, given the time frame, and Alexander being missing. Okay, you can assume silence is assent.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, Alexander, there's probably gonna be one last message from someone that is addressed in the group chat to you specifically, saying that, we should all meet the next night and talk over what happened and what to do next.
I'm not going back to the Bruja domain.
Probably Elysium. We're gonna meet up.
Yeah, that was my next question. Where do you wish to meet up? If it's the Elysium, that's perfectly fine. Let me ask me again at the end of the session. That's when we're going to
Got it.
discuss nature game. Okay. Gentlemen, you all wake up during different times in the next night. What are each of you doing? Alexander, you've pulled the IV out. You've seen that the mess is being cleaned
I'm
up.
gonna help clean up the mess.
Okay, so you do that first.
I'm also the last to wake up, I think.
Yep. Okay. Kirk, what do you do first thing next night?
When was the meeting for us that was scheduled?
You did not set a specific time, I'm gonna say, so whenever you can all get your asses in gear.
Well, we would have to wait later because we know
yeah,
that
well-
Maxie.
I'll see about spending some time in the nightclubs, not hunting, but like just living the life.
Okay. So, given how much of things revolve around vampires drinking blood for them to enjoy things, Shekelor, you're living the high life, you're hanging with good people, you're enjoying yourself. What should we go with here? First of all, well, two things. What would be a good pick here? Give me a willpower roll at 6 to see if you're able to pull yourself away from all the fun you're having once the party calls. Okay? And now give me a luck roll. Okay. So, I'm gonna give you the choice. You see some people who are having fun and they clearly have something in their bloodstream. You could partake, you wouldn't get much blood, but you would get high and it could be fun. Or you can choose to have fun in cleaner ways. Effectively,
I go for it.
okay. So, let me just look up the drug thing. So definitely alcohol would be involved. So let's see. Cocaine, hallucinogens, or heroin. Roll me a 1d3. Hallucinogens. Well now.
Oof.
So your dex and int are down by 2 and everything else is down by 1. And effectively, all the lights are really bright. Music is pounding. Effectively, you're in a club, high on drugs, seeing things, and effectively under the effects of heightened senses.
Yay!
You are having plenty of debauchery, so I will let you have an emergency willpower point back.
Yay!
How much blood does he get?
It's like 8 point.
Oh, Sony's toasted.
Okay, Nyaxi, what do you do once you wake?
Wow.
I will report to my sire about the troublesome findings during last night's mission.
He tells you he's already been informed and that he has the journal in the chantry. Courier brought it
I'm
over
glad.
the last thing in the morning.
Yeah, I'm glad it's in a safe place then.
Okay, so you're making sure that is taken care of, and they probably have you like recataloguing the library, some of the older shelves, because you need to learn to be a team player.
Sure.
Keegan, you had something you had planned, I assume?
I was gonna go to the shop, clean up, make sure the thugs are decent.
Alright, how many do you have now? 3? 2. Because
2.
one died.
Yeah, nom.
Okay.
And after that, I'm gonna.
Decent. How is the insane one tied up? How much freedom of movement did you leave him?
I gave him more, because just
Okay.
a little bit more. The other one's tied up better though.
Okay, it looks like he has managed to scratch open his palms with his fingernails and he started painting something with his blood on one of the walls.
No.
You have no idea what the fuck it is.
I'm gonna clean it up. And then
Okay.
Why?
clean them up.
So you
I'm
go
gonna
to the
clean it.
shop and you are cleaning up the tugs and cleaning up the wall. So you're essentially bleaching things.
Yes, there's some bullet holes all over my shop.
He screams at you when you start cleaning it.
Ugh.
Just this kind of, just shocked, outraged scream that he doesn't even put into words. He could never imagine you doing something so horrible.
Well, he has to understand that I'm doing it for his sake because he's 2 blood points bound to me.
You just don't understand. You will open your eyes.
Before I go with the group, I'm gonna, after that I'm cleaning everything up and just start taking care of some things. I'm gonna take a seat, look at my phone, just stare at it, and then I'm gonna call a number.
Okay. What number?
Tiffany's.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna listen.
Okay, just her voice.
Yeah.
It sounds like she's busy. She just yeah. Who is it? It sounds like she's in the bar. Hello?
I'm just gonna bite my knuckle.
Listen, just call me back. It's a shit connection. I can't hear you.
I'm just gonna wait until she hangs up.
Okay.
It's been a couple rough nights. He needs to remember what he's doing this all for.
Okay. Demi.
And that's about it.
Yeah, well, after, getting ready and things, I'm going to send a message to the group and just see about maybe meeting up at maybe 11, give us some time to, do whatever we want.
There is a SMS on your phone when you pick it up. It's from your sister. It says, if you could avoid giving our father a heart attack till I finish my education, that would be great. Kate, thanks.
I'm just leaving it unread. And what I want to do, since we have a few hours, kind of 2 things if I'm able to miss this up, but take some time to actually bond with Sly. because these kind of days been a bit hectic, and I wasn't really able to, sit down properly and learn about him.
Okay. You play hide and seek with Sly. He cheats by dissolving into chimerical reality.
Motherfucker. And if I do have some time, just basically, maybe see about doing something that I did while I was immortal. Maybe some papers in terms of my company, and just basically doing it
Okay.
for funsies.
Give me a perception finance roll.
Okay. Difficulty?
Difficulty is going to be 8, as you're going over the recent reports and from your people, effectively. You have a
No
specialty.
specialty.
Okay. Alrighty then. Well, you're not sure, but the tone is kind of guarded in some of those reports. Not sure what's going on there.
Huh. Well,
Not so
guess I'm
much
gonna
the
have to take-
numbers. The numbers are fine, but the reports from your actual managers.
I have to maybe have a talk with them after our mission finishes.
Okay.
But good to know. Good that I spotted that.
Right then. Well, eventually, you all make your way to Elysium, some sooner, some later. And you are certainly given a private room, given that apparently you kids are doing good, and the sheriff made a report about you having earned bonus points. Unspecified ones so far, but you're on the going somewhere list.
Nice.
Wait, I have a question. How much difference does waking up happen with how low you are on humanity?
About the guideline I use is like 15 minutes per dot of humanity.
Okay, so would I have enough time to hunt before coming here?
Given that you were trying to keep the tugs accommodated and scrubbing the walls, since blood does tend to go deep, not unless
Right.
you rushed it, and that would raise difficult.
Okay, I have plenty of time.
Yeah, no, he used the
Oh.
concrete to, that's why it took so much. It only worked because he has like 8 effective strength, so he was taking out parts of the wall as he was scrubbing.
Yeesh.
But yes, you are able to gather. Who do you think would arrive first here? Probably,
We can roll for it.
you know what? Sure, if you wish, you can each roll a d10. Highest arrives first.
Well, I'm last.
Wow, Alexander first? What is this heresy? Wait, should I clear
That's just because he left most of the scrubbing to his ghoul. So, Alexander, you arrive first, and Keeper happily nods at you and starts heading over to you. Hey there.
You look evil. Please don't come here again.
So, we're meeting here tonight, I take it?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
The keeper's a female, right?
yep.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Now, why don't I take you to a private room? I apparently you kids have been doing well.
You know what? You know what? If they've been doing well and we're a coterie, fuck it. United Front. Yeah, sure, huh? Well, if you'd be so kind, then thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Please, right this way. Second door. I'll join you in a second. We can chat until your group arrives. I'm just gonna tell one of the ghouls to send them in once they're here.
All right, he does have paranoia.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna be more than a little bit. I mean, I think it's understandable if a fledgling is incredibly nervous because of something like this, right?
So give me a self-control roll at 6.
Oh, are you gonna willpower these?
I'm gonna read up on how the paranoia roll is supposed to work.
I mean, can't you spend willpower to suppress the arrangements anyway?
You are. Yes. So if you wanted to do that, that would be a better way to do it rather than just...
Yeah, I'm not gonna start shit in Elysium. No offense.
The slightest hint of suspicious behavior is enough to provoke a frenzy roll.
Really?
Jeez.
So, do you wish to suppress it for the scene?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
A while later, she's gonna come in and sit down next to you. So, I hear you're Linda's child. Is that so?
No. Fuck. Indeed.
How is that? What's that like?
Jesus. Jesus.
She would be
Honestly,
full on blood, so plenty of presence fuel.
I think my guy would actually see her in really high, regard. Cause she's punished him, but you would punish a retard if he was acting up in the military, even if he did something good. So he would be in a privilege.
Yes, I'm sure it is. She does seem like something, doesn't she? So, well, she is old. I do hope she's not too hard on you. She does get kind of demanding.
No more demanding than a higher ranked official in the military.
Oh, yes, you're from the military then.
Mm-hmm.
My, that's certainly impressive. Tell me more about that.
Tell her more about that. She was a baby killing machine. I ate the flesh of the young. No, not much really to tell about it. A normal war, from what I've heard.
So you served in a war. You're not just one of those peacetime soldiers. How fascinating.
I mean, we called it we called it it was peacekeeping labeled as.
Allied, what is your current willpower?
7.
You know, she's starting to look awfully attractive to you. You just want to open up and tell her everything.
Hmm.
You are now under the effects of entrancement, presence 3, for the rest of the night.
Oh, well. I should have frenzied.
No, please, that would kill you. She's just like gossip. She just wants to hear about your past, that's all.
Yeah, no, the past, Keegan, of me in Bosnia. Where crimes were committed to the Geneva.
Vampires, who cares?
What Geneva Convention? There's no such thing as a Geneva Convention.
We were peacekeeping those villagers who were throwing stones at us. Just.
Is that why Linda picked you? Does she want someone who can peacekeep others?
I'm sorry, that's out of character. I don't know. I haven't asked her. I should probably do that.
You should. She will surely appreciate you poking into her plans. I'm sure she's very proud of you. What qualities did she appreciate the most about you?
Probably the fact that what part was it? Was it the dominated escape followed by escaping from two other vampires?
Those were definitely highlights, yes.
I'd probably start off with the first meeting of resisting her influence, followed by escaping from two other. We call them kindred now, right? Right, Draco. We call them kindred now, not vampires.
Yeah, but
and two other kindred.
Oh my! You certainly are a catch. Demi, Jackal, or you have arrived in Elysium and are heading upstairs now. You know, it's a real pity that you did not end up as a Malkavian.
Uh-oh.
Oh well.
Did I ever find out the Malka doctor was that the doctor was a Malk?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Why do you say that? What is so special? What is? Do I know about the specialties of a Malkavian, Draco, or just Lasombra?
Not particularly. You know they're one of the main clans of the Camarilla, but unless you have... Well, you do have some occult. Give me an intelligence occult roll at 6 to see if you know what the common rumors are, at least.
I guess I would add once, but I guess I'd ask her then about what the Malkavian stuff. Tell me more if you'd be willing.
Oh no, that's boring. Let's not talk about Malkavian. Let's talk about you. What have you been up to? What is the prince having you do? Ever so curious.
God.
Oh, just some errands to prove our value and worth.
Oh. Oh, I see. Well, I do hope that your embrace and integration so far has gone smoothly. No troubles, I hope. Flashbacks to Nazis killing your child and you.
I just frown, Sally. It could have gone better. My first time uh with some of the clans, but the others have been wonderful.
Oh, which of them offended you? I will have a stern word with them.
It was less offensive and more they. It was the Nosferatus. They
Kirk, Isaac, you knock on the door.
I'm entranced.
Oh, it does seem like your friends might be here. I had such a pleasant time speaking with you, but I do have other guests to see too. Have a pleasant evening.
You too.
The door opens and you see the stunningly beautiful keeper smile at both of you and walk out.
Oh yeah, no, that doesn't look sketchy at all.
Do we know that she's the keeper?
Yeah, you do.
Okay, I'm gonna bow to her as she leaves.
I'll make a bow, a small bow as well.
Oh, we think we're important, do we, Jackal?
I'm trying to be etiquette. Trying to do etiquette.
Inside is Alexander, looking dreamy-eyed after her. Alexander, give me a... Now that he's gone, he snaps back to some semblance of scent anyway, but Alexander, give me a perception awareness roll at 7 to see if you realize what she did to you.
See perception awareness.
Yep, at 7.
No.
You're not entirely sure, but that was weird. You really opened up to her, and you really shouldn't have. Something was fucking off there.
I'm just kind of like, I'm glad I don't actually dislike my my sire. Then that's sketchy. That could have gone bad. I don't like Elysium.
Okay. You three may talk among yourselves.
It's just 3 Lasombra in a room right now?
Yep.
Yeah, so each of you must now try to assert dominance.
Yes, so all I can reach out our observation powers at the same time to smother each other in darkness.
That's
we all
gay.
gotta have our shadow play fight itself.
That's gay. It's not gay unless the shadows touch.
You gay? Fuck off.
Anyways, I'm going to ask
Greetings,
So-
gentlemen.
Alexander. It's just mostly because I heard some things. I heard something last night went away, Ari. So I just wanted to ask you what exactly until before everyone arrives.
Alexander's gonna be like, I just things got really weird at the moment. She let me into this room. I'll answer that question when we leave the Elysium. I don't.
Would it be snitching if I told Isaac? Then would it be?
No, because he's not
No,
in a
he's
position
not.
of power over you. He's not your superior. He's just a party member.
Well, thing is,
Hey, can we not talk about this in Elysium? Let me tell you what happened here in Elysium.
they're not supposed to. Whatever.
We're not lying. I said, can I tell you when we leave Elysium? Some sketchy shit just happened here.
Yeah,
You got the room bugged.
I'm just waiting.
As I said, when we leave the Elysium, I'll give you a rundown as to what happened.
Fair enough. Do the others know?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
they were there.
Oh, okay.
They were there. I'm surprised they did not tell you already. Were you?
I was
How was your night?
busy. Well,
Wait, then
last night was busy. Tonight was fun. For now.
Tell me, where are the others? Normally they would be some of the first here.
I'm actually most surprised you're here first, Alexander.
Oh, what? What? Why? Oh, why would that surprise you?
You don't seem the right on time or early type.
Well, I thought something important had happened, so I'd come. If not, I could always leave until after they return.
Solomon, you are coming into Elysium, and the keeper just smiles at you and makes a beeline for you.
I smile
Good
back.
bastard.
I mean, I don't know where you guys are yet.
roll dodge.
Solomon, Solomon, it's so nice to see you again. How have the last few nights been treating you? I've heard you've been busy.
Yeah, it has been busy, but relatively successful.
I do hope nothing too dangerous.
It was about right. Not too boring, not too bad, not too bad.
Well, she leans in and whispers into your ear. My clan knows the shadow of the Night Fierce hangs over you. Do come and talk with us when you're we're curious about you. Come and talk with us sometime, okay? You know where our domain is.
Of course, and I give her a friendly smile.
Your party is some of them are already here. They're meeting in that room over there.
Yeah, thank you for pointing it out. Well, I won't leave them
Motherfuckers.
waiting then. Have a nice night.
Oh, I already am having a very nice night. She kisses you on the cheek. Pass that on to Alexander for me.
Oh no. Oh no, have I been husbandoed by a fucking mouse? Somebody stop her. Somebody save me.
Too late. You came here
Somebody-
alone and
somebody got
unprotected.
No. Oh no, that's right. He's gotta be honest. You gotta kiss me.
No, that has nothing to do with honesty.
Alexander, you gotta
no.
give me a big old smooch.
I'm gonna get to the
Okay,
room.
Alexander.
What the fuck?
Damn, he's multiplying.
There's more than one of me now. This is getting out of hand. Somebody shoot us.
With pleasure.
Solomon, you arrive at the room. There's animated talking from inside.
I knock.
Hello.
Coming.
I
Good
step
evening,
in.
Solomon.
Good evening.
Yeah, it's been a great evening for us. Or me, at least. Well, he died.
Wait, who dies?
Keegan.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
What a question.
I'm
How
supposed to
noticeable-
pass, Alexander, I'm supposed to pass a greeting from the keeper on to you.
What type of a greeting?
Let's just leave it at a greeting. A friendly greeting.
Marcel, what did she do to you?
Well, let's put it this way, Debbie. He looks perfectly normal, except his eyes are dilated to the max, and he's just looking at you bright-eyed, pupils dilated. Like,
Can I
no,
roll
nothing's
perception
wrong.
also on Kirk? I mean, can I roll
creepy.
medicine on Kirk?
You can try. I'm gonna check and see if it's still 8 minus stamina hours, and he can definitely taste the colors. The booze part has worn off, so he's only at -1 to everything, and the extra debuff to Dex and Intelligence is gone. But he's definitely still high on LSD.
When do we all pick up the flawed drug addiction? Shree?
I'm already addicted.
Oh fuck.
Kind of.
Wait,
Wait,
so
so
okay,
you
back
like
to
this? So does smoker affect everyone the same way? Thing?
If
Because
they
it's plus one.
have, if they have enough nicotine in their system, I would say so. Yes,
Okay.
but it would last only for the scene. I would say on a vampire. It's not that heavy a drug. So, gentlemen, you may proceed. And next, he was talking about the greeting he was supposed to pass on.
But I, I'm confused and interested as to what this greeting is, considering I had spoken with her already.
You're supposed to kiss him.
I'm not going to kiss her.
You're lying to the group. Why would you lie to me?
It's not a lie.
Yes, it is. You're saying it's
No.
nothing.
No, I said it was a friendly greeting.
You hear just a muffled giggle from right behind the door.
At launch.
Look, I will go over and whisper it to you, whisper the details to you.
What are the details that you're whispering to me?
Well, that she kissed me on the cheek and that I'm supposed to pass it on, but I would rather not.
Hmm.
He's still married. He still has his obligations.
I'm
Can't
not
change.
married.
No.
I'm not married, and my wife is dead.
Salman is married.
Oh, that's why Solomon can't kiss me because he's married. Oh.
Exactly.
So, William, you walk into Elysium and down one of the hallways, you see the keeper yelling through a door, "I already got your room, get on with it!"
Wow. Ignore it.
Yelling at us do that, or
Yes.
This is the best place ever.
how rude! Three of the summers don't need to eat each other. It's improper. We have people here.
She sighs, sees you.
Sure.
Oh. Points at the door with her thumb. Your party's in there. They're not doing what I wanted.
What was that?
I'm sorry, but I'm married.
Actually, William,
Yes.
Wait a second. She goes into one of the other rooms and comes out with a blood bag and a dildo. This is laced with drugs. These special tools could help you in your quest to bond with your party. She holds them out to you.
To me.
Yep. Now go forth and do as you must.
Oh. No, I'm not gonna say anything yet.
Do you take them?
I mean, it's free blood and you wanted to hunt, right?
Keegan.
Re?
So I
Yes.
guess he's just gonna fucking frenzy.
Okay, did you hear my last thing? I asked if she was a male, and you're just asking if I'm gonna take them?
Um, I was asking out of character because I couldn't hear you, and well,
I-
maybe.
Do you happen to know who my brother is?
I mean,
With?
who's your brother? You know,
I'm gonna say his name.
okay. How about
What
this?
was it? It was.
I'll find out, and I'll probably even be able to get arrange a conversation if you want one with whoever is whoever has adopted your brother. You're gonna do something for me in the future.
I was just asking. I wasn't.
I don't know. I
I
would
was
have to
asking.
find out.
Okay, I can ask him then.
You can.
Oh, I know. I know what I could. Does anyone happen to by chance need a ghoul?
Define ghoul. Eyes narrow.
Someone who's already like you per se. Ma-
You mean stunningly beautiful? Wow, you found someone else who looks as good as me? That's impressive. Kill them right now.
Jeez.
You hear muffled voices. It sounds like William has arrived.
You can come in.
I'm just gonna skirt around her and take the blood bag,
Oh, come
and
on,
I'm
take
just
it.
gonna take them. I'm just gonna take them and have a very annoyed look.
Oh, I might have forgotten to clean that. Should be fine.
And there's one tick.
Heck.
So, William comes in through the door holding a blood bag and a dildo, which might or might not have been cleaned since its last use.
That's
Good
just gonna
evening,
be.
I'm just gonna throw both in the corner. And I'm gonna be like, I hate Malkavians.
Forgive her. that
I
prank
heard
is
that!
funny.
You think that's a
You should forgive her that prank. It's not in bad taste. So now that we're all here, we should probably designate a new meeting location after what happened last night.
We really do, don't we?
Any suggestions?
Weren't we a lot? Didn't we tend to be a lot at William's place?
That's not possible anymore. It's just not a good location.
Eyes narrow.
It's
simple smile. Simple smile.
Right. Do you guys know any good places, or should we maybe rent out a place? Find a place?
I need Demi. Can you speak the fuck up or something?
What the fuck?
You can turn them up in Twitch.
I don't want to turn him up to 200 and then blow my speakers out.
I
Well,
put his max. He's still quiet.
The fuck?
He got quieter. How? How is this possible?
Sorry, fam. Is it better now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's getting.
Yeah.
Wait.
Okay.
well,
It's
Any
better,
jungle
thank
too?
you. I mean, we could always rent a place.
No, but where would it be on the map? Because there's a bunch of territory that's split up, and we don't want anywhere that's anyone's domain.
Well, neutral
So
grounds. Yes.
somewhere a
I
bit
mean, we
out then?
Somewhere
We
where?
could put it outside the city.
Give me a intelligence politics roll, everyone who has politics.
Difficulty?
We'll call it a 7 for this one.
My intelligence is analytical. Would that help?
Very much so, actually. Jackalor?
Perfect.
Just a second.
Nexi, do you
Shit,
have
wrong bit.
politics?
No, I don't. Not yet, anyway.
Okay. Okay, reroll it, Jackalor. Okay. Anything to help you with this?
Analytical.
That does
Specialty.
apply. So, you know, so Keegan, you would know that the common areas are gonna be a lot of places where people have either been pushed out or aren't strictly speaking of the main Cameral clans or are new to the city and aren't trusted by their clans yet would hunt. And Udemy would, or rather you, Jackalor, would know on top of that that means there's a lot of activity concentrated in a relatively small area. And Udemy, with 3 success, can figure out that that means that that's also the most likely place where hunters are gonna be.
Ooh, let's not.
Pretty much the whole city is gonna be in danger, but that place is gonna be high on the hunter radar. Because there's just so many vamps there compared to other places. Usually. Presumably.
Yeah, I'll relay that and be like, hunters are bad, as you may have learned from my experience.
He never said previously that he was attacked by hunters. He just showed up shot to hell and his clothing torn and bloody.
I told him the story. I just shortened it by I'm gonna tell them the story.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, bad luck, huh? Let's hope it doesn't happen again.
Mm-hmm.
But, well, I step closer to Isaac and whisper into his ear as, like, so that we don't get overheard. And I'm going to tell him that everywhere is fine as long as as long as it's not on Pruha domain.
I'll nod and sort of, just like slightly look at William for a second and nod and go back.
Ally did drop out for whatever reason from the call.
His internet is acting up too.
So, since we do have to do a bit of looking, should we just go and look around what we think?
On foot, I mean, I'm not sure how efficient that is.
It's a pretty
what-
sizable
what
city.
referring to? I was referring to car, but sure. But mostly to
Still,
car.
even then.
Do I? I have a spot, don't I? I have 2 hideouts.
You do,
One's
but that
outside.
would mean letting them know about one of your sleeping places. So you wouldn't really have a spare if you wanted to be private. Or it would mean sleeping in a place that people know about.
I mean, not like anyone in my coterie would hurt me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, how about we take a break here for a few minutes, see if Allied is able to come back. I think the
Alright,
plan is to look for a new meeting spot that could work.
Mm-hmm.
We put you back on the city map. There is a strip here that isn't claimed by anyone, so you could look for something there.
That actually is true. And it's close to actually where Kurt used to live, right?
Kurt used
It's
to
not
live
a
right
rich
next
guy.
to the chantry.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
just looking. I'm just basing upon this.
Oh, that's where I live nowadays.
Oh, Oh, okay.
I used to live literally on top of the chantry in the same block.
Oof.
Same gated community.
Yep.
Or better yet, let's live dangerous, guys. Let's like be right next to the.
And the Ravnos Elder, who might have a
What?
spicy or not so spicy sin, as the Ravnos do.
Hey, that's just called life, and living good.
Let's not.
I love the weakness
Let's
I
just-
gave her. That one is so fun.
Let's just live near Belair, Sharpstown.
That is a
Yeah,
pretty high-income part of town, so you're probably gonna need a fair
Yeah.
amount of cash if you're gonna acquire a place there permanently as a group.
Didn't
I think we're kind of strained right now because we had to find or make new havens. So
Us aren't even that loaded to begin with.
didn't Isaac just get loaded from Papa?
for a bodyguard, that's not too much money.
He didn't accept it yet either. He essentially said
Yeah.
that he will think about it.
Hmm.
I mean, you
Actually,
can tell
given
the guard if
everything,
you want
it's
to
like
leave.
pick a decent firm you like, and I'll pay the cost of a bodyguard.
God damn it.
But
Right, go.
there was a fair amount of cash in the stash, and presumably you're gonna get a cut. So, also whatever you can recover from the remaining thugs, if they are gonna give you a cut, that might help with the down payment at least.
Might, yeah.
I mean, we can for now have our meetings in a car again. Huh?
I mean, let's be honest. That has worked the best so far, hasn't it?
Until a mouse
that one
just
time-
gets in
Yeah,
there.
was it in the trunk? We've learned our lesson. Clear out the trunk.
Okay. So let's take a break then.